Thank you. Damn, that was good. My new hobby is having my groceries delivered, and 2 trips is for pussies. It's meal prep day. While those are resting, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and not worry about these being perfect circles. I spent so much time working on a video that my dumpling wrappers have gone to just being a mound of dough. I'm kind of over it. Fuck. It's finally time. Okay. I'm very content, but I'm definitely not doing those again until I find pre-made wrappers. Just out here doing one of my favorite weekend activities, eating a granola bar while I take a walk. And I've realized I actually like to walk through the alleys a lot more than on the streets because I like looking at all the graffiti on the dumpsters and trash cans. Graffiti's been a pretty big part of my life. I was super into it in high school. It's just one of those weird niches where you can appreciate it in everyday life, kind of like a good cup of coffee versus a bad one. So my goal is, before the end of this walk, I want to help you, an average person that probably doesn't care about graffiti, understand the difference between what I would call a good tag versus a bad tag. A tag is the most basic form of graffiti. It's using a marker or spray paint to write your name or whatever you're writing. No bubble letters usually, just straight up writing it in your own style. For the sake of today, I'm gonna divide tags into 3 categories that I'm making up right now. Bad, medium, good. It's easy enough. The bad category is the only category that I could honestly do without. A bad tag has zero thought in the art and style of it, and it's just thrown on there. Let's head out to the streets and find some examples, huh? Okay, this is the guy that I'm gonna pick on to explain bad tags. There's not really any composition or thought into this tag. I mean, maybe there is, but he fooled me. I'm pretty sure you watching this right now could grab a marker and come pretty close to what this guy's done here. Adds a completely unnecessary arrow, adds a completely unnecessary halo in a spot that makes no sense whatsoever, and then adds an anarchy sign for no purpose whatsoever. Sorry, Zero, but you've delivered a bad tag today. By the way, someone that has no skill in graffiti and they're a complete beginner is called a toy. I'm gonna use that word so now you can understand what I'm saying. Okay, coming up on another baddie. I don't like this one because it looks like a kindergartner wrote it. This line has like no flow. It's super choppy. There's a weird loop-de-loop right there. I don't know what's that doing. I don't know what these 3 lines are. It just doesn't tell a story. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's move on to medium tags. A medium tag is a little more thoughtful. A person writing a medium tag probably has a sketchbook where they practice, and they've probably even taken a while to like craft their own unique style. You might not be the best, you might still be a beginner, but at least you're getting out there. Okay, last category, good tags. Finding a good tag out here in the wild, it's like getting in a warm bath. An artist writing a good tag has probably spent actual years in sketchbooks and out on the streets, writing their name over and over and over, coming up with different styles, different ways to write it, and the end result, something real special. Okay, let's go find some good ones. This one is super unique, actually. I would almost compare this one to like punk rock or metal music, where it's like a little bit ugly or harsh, but you want it to be like that. I don't know if he was going for that. That's just how I interpret it. Just look at the difference here. Clean lines, nice balance, very consistent work. And then you have Zero right next door, just a sloppy mess, absolutely makes no sense. This arrow over here is purposely balancing out the star on the other side. It just works. This arrow down here makes no sense at all. Why would you direct me down to the ground? Good, bad. Good, bad. Is this making any sense? This isn't a perfect science, but I'm probably gonna put Pulpo here and Sardine in the medium category. The letters aren't unique at all, but they're at least, you know, fairly consistent. Where I would say these letters down here are a bit more unique. Here's a tag by Omar, I see around a little bit. To me, again, just my opinion, but this is probably on the higher side of medium, maybe even good. Nice pen control, it's consistent all the way through. Not the most original letters on the planet, but still nice style. Okay, we have Near here. We have a new player here, I like that style a lot. I think these guys might be friends. I'm gonna go ahead and say these three are all good. This one's medium. See the difference in consistency here. He's got crooked lines. He skips some spots. There's drips in the wrong places. These two just show a lot more control. And that's why they made the good category. Here's a fun case of someone that I would put in the medium and sometimes even good category. If this said anything besides weird, straight to the bad category. But because it says weird, and it is weird, and it's kind of a strange style, this is kind of reaching into like the street art side of things, but I think you get extra points for that. Whoever this bright blue one is, that's bad and quite honestly disrespectful. This one, I would say medium or good, I like that. We've seen this guy once before, but it looks completely different this time. That shows that he's actually putting thought into doing different styles. He's got great control, it's super unique. Good job, buddy. Okay, this sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes can be a sign of a toy. It's just going way too hard on the same piece of property. If you're writing it this many times, I feel like you're trying to overcompensate for the fact that it's not that interesting of a tag. Okay, check this out. We got Vesper right here. It's written pretty normal with an arrow underneath. And we got Regek or Reject down here. It's pretty basic with 2 lines underneath. It basically looks the same. Both of these are gonna be in the medium category. See how similar those are? They're just kind of written out. The letters are not that cool or unique. That's the medium category, because they have a little bit of experience, but they're not going above and beyond. Over here, Zero wrote fuck Nazis, which, I mean, it's true, fuck Nazis, but like, probably don't write that on a dumpster. Okay, so we're just gonna walk 3 feet away here and do a little quiz. What do you guys think of this one? Bad, medium, or good? Hopefully you answered bad. I hope that was somewhat interesting. It's really hard to explain the nuances of something like that. It's kind of like coffee and wine. To someone who's inexperienced, it just tastes like wine and coffee. But to people who have spent years tasting those things, they can pull out notes of chocolate, blueberry, blackcurrant. A lot of people just think graffiti is ugly, but another group of people can recognize the art in it. So if I've raised your appreciation even the tiniest bit so that next time you pass graffiti, you'll look twice at it, I've achieved my goal today.